milk. It does a body good.
New Choco Bliss from Hostess. Watch out!
Double mint, there's no single gum like it.
Western Union, the fastest way to send money.
What do all these commercials have in common, you might ask? Well, all these have recently been claimed by the World Wrestling Entertainment Company. That's right, the WWE, a company so large and so recognizable that even yesterday, ESPN contributor J.A. Adonde insisted that they were still known as the WWF. That company. Isn't it remarkable how wasting so much money can affect your judgment? This is in the wake, mind you, of Linda McMahon's second failed Senate run, in which they invested another $50 million of their money into trying to get her a Senate seat that she'll never win because she'll never, ever escape the association of being with WWE. I don't care how PG or G-rated they get with the company, it will forever have a reputation of being unsavory. And that's not the point of this video. This is a product of two things. One, Vince McMahon's eternal greed, and number two, a content ID system that is busted beyond belief. What other video site would not even have any human check to be sure that the claims being made by these companies are legit? This isn't the first company that I've had to deal with false claims for. I mean, I've had music video distributors insisting that a commercial with no music and no lyrics whatsoever is a music video, so I'm used to dealing with BS claims. But WWE shouldn't be as stupid as they're making themselves out to be with these claims that they're making right now. I get that they basically want to erase their past so that their current generation of crap like John Cena can be front and center on everybody's minds, the few people who are willing to admit that they're wrestling fans now. But seriously, what is up with going after so many scattershot claims? Hostess cakes, Lee press-on nails, Heinz ketchup from another user telling me that he got flagged for WWE. I don't remember any of these companies promoting WWE as a brand they sponsor, so what the hell is going on here? Be consistent if you're going to try and make outrageous claims. Don't go pick one thing, then pick another, just because you think it's a part of your programming. But like I said, this speaks to a bigger problem. This speaks to a content ID system that's very easy to manipulate because anybody can put anything in the system and say it's theirs. We've seen this happen so many times with companies like Rumblefish and WMG, UMD, or whatever the hell it is, claiming stuff just because they want to be vindictive towards somebody or they want to get a cut of the money. I really don't understand how that can be allowed without any checks or balances. And basically, if you try to counter it, number one, when you try to counter it, you can't even say that it's misrepresented, that it's miscategorized as something of theirs, because they don't have that option anymore. And then usually if you do try to counter it, they'll just have a blanket claim that, oh, it's legit, you get a strike. Because they allow the content holder to make the final decision on whether or not to release the claim. Well, if I had the final decision on whether or not I made a false claim or not, of course I'm going to say it's legit. That makes absolutely no sense. It would be like putting a murderer on trial and then allowing him to decide what punishment he would get. You think he's going to send himself to jail? Seriously, that makes absolutely no sense. And they can get away with it because we all know Google is all about making as much money as humanly possible off of the work of other people. It's not really YouTube anymore. It's their tube. They're going to run it the way they want to and basically alienate their customers. We're we're customers in a way because we go to their site, we make it the big video sharing site, and then they step on us like a cockroach. It makes you wonder why you even bother. It makes me wonder sometimes why I even bother. I don't get paid for the videos I post. And if it was something like a movie company claiming a movie trailer, I'd have absolutely no problem taking the video down because at least with that is a legitimate claim. This is not a legitimate claim, and there's no way in hell, using a phrase from that once popular wrestling company, that it will ever be a legitimate claim. I don't care. That is very, very broadly, if they're trying to claim the commercials that sponsored their company, broadly trying to take advantage of a system. And it just speaks to how out of touch WWE is with their fans and how out of touch Google is with their primary audience. And so the two go together like a horse and carriage. I got a message for WWE. Why don't you stop focusing on trying to claim commercials from the late 80s, early 90s when your product, was actually pretty damn good, and focus on improving a product that has steadily declined over the last at least 7 to 8 years, that is completely out of touch with the audience and focuses primarily on ages 0 to 5. That would be a good start for you. I used to want to watch Monday Night Raw all the time because it was exciting, it was fun. Now you tune in Raw basically because there's nothing on Monday nights when Monday Night Football isn't on. I don't want to watch baseball, and there's no programming on the main channels that interests me. It's boring, it's crappy, and they're completely focused on other things, which shows you exactly why the product has declined so drastically, why ratings are in the toilet, like why pay-per-view rates are down. Focus on getting your product better, and you won't be losing as much money as you are, Vince. Stop trying to get your wife elected to Congress when it's clear the people in your home state do not want her in Congress. Make your product the thing that made you a billionaire the focus of your company, not a Heinz ketchup commercial or a press-on nail ad from the 80s. Oh, and one other thing. Google, it might behoove you to actually start putting some humans in charge of this Content ID system, because it's way too easy to abuse. When you got companies that are not creating any kind of content, or like the music video company, they're distributing mainstream music artists and claiming stuff that has no music in it whatsoever. You know your system is busted beyond belief. If you were actually smart and wanted to be more customer friendly, you would have a human looking over these claims and making sure they're legit, like other video sites. You want to know why people are rebelling against stuff like the changes to the main channel layout and pages like that? Because you focus on stuff that isn't necessary! Focus on stuff that actually would benefit the user, not this cosmetic crap that you seem more focused on than anything. You're not Facebook. You're not Twitter. You're never going to be Facebook or Twitter, nor was YouTube intended to be a Facebook or a Twitter. That's why it's not Facebook or Twitter. Focus on your strengths, not on trying to create another social network with your Google Plus that failed miserably. Get some customer service, because any company knows that when you fail at customer service, it's only the first step in your decline. And you better focus on it pretty quick, or you're going to lose a lot of potential viewers and people who want to create content to your website.